Hey man, wake up! Woo, woo, woo! Beep, boo, beep, boo, beep, boo, beep, boo. Stop wasting time! Right now, you've been watching videos probably for the past 10, 20, 50 minutes, 2 hours, 3 hours, and you've been wasting time just scrolling, looking for what to do. How am I going to make money? What am I going to do? Oh no, I'm so helpless. There's nothing that I can do. But in this series, every day, every week, whatever it is, been making videos, sharing lessons that I know that I'm applying every day to bring in that cash, make bank. And I'm sharing everything with you. So this is now the number fourth, is it the number fourth? 1, 2, 3, number fourth lesson, which is stop wasting time. Now, if you haven't seen my videos before, well, that's just unlucky, because if you would have seen the series way back when I started, you would have already gotten this hectic kind of boom, let's go. But you cannot afford to wait. Even though you might not find a business model, even though you don't know what to do, and you think that unemployment's sky high, and you can make all the excuses you want in the world, that you aren't the right skin color. I don't want to talk about race, that you aren't the right skin color, that you don't have a university degree, that you aren't the right kind of person, you can't get a job. Whatever the story is, I want you to listen. You cannot waste any more time, because you make all these excuses, but what does it end up doing? It ends up taking time, days, weeks, months, hours, that you could be using to figure out something. Maybe what you need to do is think of what you're passionate about. Maybe it's soccer. And then you got to find a way. Maybe you need to go to a shopping center and tell the sports scene, hey guys, I love playing soccer. I sell soccer boots. Can I please come work at sports scene? You get a little bit of money. Once you have a little bit of money, then you go online to Alibaba and you look for soccer things. You look for soccer kits. You look for soccer boots, soccer shoes. You look for, that's basically soccer boots, soccer socks, soccer hats, helmets, whatever you want, and you make a website, and you learn how to make a website, and then you drive traffic through Google Ads or something. So now you've funneled your passion into a website, and you're learning, because you love soccer so much, that's the driving force behind you making a website, and then you maybe make one sale. And if you make a sale, that's 60 Rand, and that 60 Rand is enough to buy food. And once you make one sale, can't you make 3, 5, 10, 50? So I'm just saying, you cannot afford to waste time. The more you waste time watching videos, wanting somebody to give you the answer, wanting me to give you the answer, the blueprints to how to make money, well, that's silly, because you need to do it yourself. You in your own position. Maybe you live all the way in Quebec. Maybe you live by the ocean. If you live by the ocean and you love surfing, can't you find other surfers and make a little club and then have a get together, and then everybody pays for their own thing and then you keep the change? Or if you live in the forest camping in the middle of the Drakensberg mountains, can't you, because you know you live in the mountains, can't you organize horse riding tours or do something, or get involved in a WhatsApp group with the people in your neighborhood? I'm just saying, I can't give you the exact blueprint, but what I can give you are the principles that I apply every day to make my life better and make sure that I can feed myself and do all the things which you're supposed to be. Why do you want to be on earth and not have any... I'm not saying that why do you want to be on earth and choose to not have money, but if you could choose, which you can and you have the choice, why would you ever choose not to live a life of abundance and be able to afford amazing things? And I'm not saying that, yes, the economic situation, if you don't have a job, you can't afford it. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying, if you could just purely choose and everything was free to choose, would you rather want a life where you can afford everything, eat amazing food, go on holidays, whatever, or would you want to live a life where you don't have enough money and you struggle to afford food and pay rent? I'm not saying that you're forced into a situation or not forced into a situation. Yes, there's an economic situation. However, if you could choose, which you can choose to boost your reality. I've chosen to teach people what I did, which is selling things on Yaga, selling secondhand things, going to secondhand shops, iPhone reselling, all the videos, everything I've done in the past, it's all on the internet. So, what am I telling you? I'm just illustrated probably 10 to 15 businesses in like the last minute of what you can do if and only if you stop wasting time. Because time is not on your friend. Time is not on your side and time is not your friend. What time is a man who is bloody hell sprinting to the end. Just imagine this. Imagine you're trying to run a race against someone and this guy is just mentally ill and he's just gonna run and never stop. That is time. Time's never gonna stop. Time's never gonna wait, and no one's gonna give you anything. So if no one's gonna give you a business plan, Nobody's just going to say, how's it, my brew? Here's 500 million. If that's not going to happen for you or for me, and you and I are the only people who need to do something, then waiting around another day, another hour for someone to give us that information which they're not going to give us is just going to waste our time. Stop wasting time. So, now that you understand this, what can you do? Because time is of the essence. Stop wasting time. Firstly, no one's going to give you the answer. I can't give you the answer because you live somewhere else. You have different amount of money. You have a different social group to me. I'm kind of online, I'm not really doing things physically. Maybe you aren't even online. Maybe you're doing something physically. But I would say stop wasting time and find something to do. And where do you start? You go like this. I'll give you a 5-step process. Number 1, what's your passion? I gave you the soccer kid analogy. I love soccer. I love playing soccer. What's your passion? Number 2, who do you know? I know shop owners, the owners of Total Sport. Okay? If you know people, then you might be able to do something with them. How's the Total Sport? I love soccer. Can I please be the guy who sells all the soccer kits? I'm amazing at doing these keepy ups and I can kick the ball. Let me be in the front of the shop and I'll do my ball skills and my friends and I will play soccer in the middle of the shop and use it to bring in customers. So, once you know what your passion is and you know people, then you've got to act. So once you know what your passion is, as I said, soccer, and you know people, you got to act. Go out and meet them. Go out and give them your business proposals. Like with me, I've got this YouTube channel, and I'm working on bringing some awesome products to you guys from South African companies. Excuse me, from a Mozambican company. We're working on a little, like, not even a promo video, but just like I'm going to be showcasing the product in the next video. So my passion, for instance, is growing things. Like, for instance, growing flowers and growing plants. We'll get more into it at a much later date. I don't really want to talk about it too much, but like growing, farming, these sorts of things, they're very interesting to me. Like soil quality, and I know very little, but I'm still learning. And I know people who grow certain things. I don't want to say what. We're going to get into that. You'll see the video one day. And so I'm taking action. And I met the owner of the company. He's a really awesome French guy. We had our meeting today at 1 o'clock. And I discussed, look, this is the YouTube channel. Let me showcase your product to you guys. I mean, don't you guys want to see something really awesome? So you have a product, you meet people, okay, and then you take action. And then number 4 is the most important thing. Once you take an action, you learn. So if I'm going to show the product and you guys comment, nah, this thing is not great. Or you guys comment, this is an amazing thing, great price, we love it. It makes us so amazing. It makes our lives better. Then you learn from that. I learn from that. And see, let's say the soccer kid analogy, the soccer thing. You start doing ball skills and you're busy playing soccer in Total Sports. I don't really need to mention their name, but you start playing, nothing wrong on Total Sports. You start playing soccer in their kind of shop, and then you break the mannequin. Then you learn, okay, maybe we shouldn't do this massive trick, Ronaldo, Sui, soccer trick. Let us just do keepy ups, okay? But you learn, and once you learn, you repeat. Number 5, you repeat the cycle until you're done with the passion. Maybe soccer's finished. Maybe nobody wants to play soccer. Maybe everybody wants to play rugby. Ooh, rugby. And then you repeat the cycle. Okay, rugby. Who do I know? I know the coaches of the rugby. Okay, then we take action. Let's go meet the coaches. Let's say, hey guys, I'm a really strong, fit guy. I want to be the rugby mannequin. When you guys have games, let me come around and let me sell rugby shirts, rugby boots, rugby caps, rugby balls. I want to sell it all. I want to be the rugby guy. And so you have a passion, you know people, rugby coaches, you take action and you learn. Maybe one day you sell rugby shirts, which are just red shirts or just blue shirts. I'm not saying the Bulls, whoever. But anyway, you take rugby shirts and you see they don't sell. But you're selling it to the particular high school. So why don't you, and you can't sell just a plain blue rugby shirt. So what if you take the school's logo, put it on the rugby shirt and say to the principal, how's it, sir? I want to sell these rugby kits. Can you please sponsor the shirts? And maybe he'll give you a little bit of money so you can feed yourself and pay your rent, whatever. And then sell shirts with the school logo that people might be more receptive to. So you're learning and then you repeat the cycle. You find a passion. What do you love? Read the passion, find people. So that's literally the model. But seriously, guys, the most important thing isn't waiting for someone to save you. Yes, I'm giving you the best information. Yes, I'm doing my best to help you. Yes, I'm teaching you everything that I know so that you can become superhuman. Do. But you cannot waste another moment, another minute, another second, another day, another month, another year. Go out there and get it. Woo!